Hi, and welcome to our new life by the sea. It's been a long time coming, I can tell you, because we've spent so much time, so much effort in planning this, and we've finally moved in. We moved in the middle of January, and we've now been able to unpack, get everything sorted, got my hats on the wall, and I feel that we're now in a place where we can start doing the work we want to do. It's taken us the first few months for us to get a proper internet connection, so we've now got a full fibre broadband connection, which is amazing because for the first couple of months we've been working from a mobile Wi-Fi connection, and that really isn't as good as we want it to be. But now that's in, we can start to do all the things we want to do. We can start to make the house smart, we can start to decorate, we can start to put TVs on the wall and just make the house into our home how we want to do it. And then we can start enjoying ourselves and really enjoying living by the sea. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start to set up our infrastructure, and to do that what I'm going to do is connect in our broadband connection up into the loft and put a switch up there which has got PoE connection, just so I can then send all the signals around the house and cable into TVs around the house, into cameras and whatever else I need to do. So let's head up to the loft and we can connect that all up. So the next job we're going to do is in the loft. What we're going to do is we're going to clear out the loft. I'm going to get rid of things up here. There's a water tank, there's some piping, there's some insulation, general rubbish. Anyway, I'm going to clear all that out, and then I'm going to think about perhaps boarding up the loft, making some storage areas. And also what I'm going to do is, I've started to do here, is I'm going to make some racking. So we've got a switch and we've got some other connectors down in the house, and I want to get them out of the way. I want to tidy things up so it's nice and clear and clean downstairs. And this is the beginning of the smart house. So in order to do that, we've got to have a good backbone to the smart house. So we've got to have a switch. It's going to have power over Ethernet. It's going to connect to our security cameras. It'll connect to our wireless access points and things like that. So what I've done is I've put a couple of 2x4s here, made a little brace, make sure that they're vertical, screwed them in to the loft, to the rafters and to the joists, make sure they're the right width for the switch, and then what I'll do is I'll move the stuff up here. So I'm just about done now. I've run some wire all the way around here, so we've now got power. It comes into the rack. If you're not happy doing that yourself, then obviously speak to an electrician, get them to put the power in there, make sure you stay safe. So got the power, got an extension lead down the side here, so then I can feed power into it. We've got the main switch, which is connected. We've got the shelf that I've just added onto here as well, so I can put in things that can directly wire into the switch. So we've got a lift master connector, which helps us connect to our garage door, so that can be activated remotely. And then I can put up a little micro PC up here, which is going to run my home assistant for the house, and everything else that can run directly into there. So I can start connecting everything in, and I can put the power on, and then you can hear the switch starting up, and away we go. Hi, me again. So that didn't go exactly to plan. We managed to connect everything all up. I put all of the racking up in the loft, and I put the switch up there, and that was great. But unfortunately, what happened was that because there was a fan in the switch, while it was a quiet fan, it was still loud enough to cause a little vibration in the loft, which was vibrating around the house. Now, obviously, any noises that are going to go into the walls, it's going to start reverberating around, and after a while it becomes a little bit tedious. So I have a solution. So what I've done is I've gone out and I've bought another switch. So this is a Unify network switch, and with this I should then be able to install a switch that is fanless. This one is completely silent. Makes more noise unpacking it. So this is the Unify 24 PoE. So I've got 24 ports and they're all PoE. So I can use the same thing to connect to the cameras. I can connect to any devices I want to without having to send separate power to it. And as you can see from the sides and from the back, there's no holes where you would have the fans. So this should be completely silent. So I'm going to go and swap that over, and hopefully that solves our problem. So that's all set up. That's amazing because it's super quiet. There's no sound whatsoever, no fan, no noise. It's brilliant. So now with power over Ethernet, the PoE, I can go and set up the security cameras and anything else I want on the network. So now it's time for the next job, and it's going to be hanging TVs and doing the wiring in all of the rooms so we can put the TVs up.